anyone would mind I sent the Google form for you guys to let me see here. Let me see. Can you guys, I feel like okay, hold on real quick here. You admit all. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we're good. Can everybody see me and hear me and all the things? Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Sorry, guys, I had to admit you all to the waiting room. That was new to me, so sorry about that. Can everybody hear me okay? Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay, you guys are good. Awesome. Okay, you guys, my name is Cheryl D. Grote. I'm a company vice president with Park Lane. I'm a little distracted because I'm still admitting people into the waiting room here. Okay, perfect. So I'm a company vice president with Park Lane. I'm honored to be with you tonight. I live in Visalia, California. I'll tell you more about that in a second. But I just wanted to tell you, thank you for being here tonight. So somebody thought highly enough of you tonight to invite you to this call and to share a little bit about Park Lane with you. So you might be here because they thought you just might want to hear more about what they're doing and the opportunity, or they might just think this business opportunity would be a perfect fit for you. So regardless, we're so glad you're here. At the end of the call, I will have you fill out a little Google form that will paste into the chat room. And if there's a leader on the call that has that link, paste it in. If not, I'll do it at the end. But you're going to want to fill that out and then get back with the person that invited you to the call. So just a couple things. Tonight, I'm going to answer some questions that we get frequently with Park Lane. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why direct selling. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why jewelry, why Park Lane, and then why now? Like, why are those things all important? So the first thing I'm going to tell you is just a little bit about my background, how I came here and why. It's kind of a fun story. So when my daughters were 4 and 2, I thought direct selling and all things related were crazy. I didn't think it worked. I wanted nothing to do with it. I would barely even attend a party. And so I just kind of steered away from it. But when my daughters were 4 and 2, I found myself, which I don't know if anybody can relate to this. I had a bachelor's degree in kinesiology. I had, I was raising my kids. I planned to go back to school, but there it was. I was raising these kids. That was my dream, what I wanted to do. And I found myself at Target, and my budget for Target was like $100. And I would very regularly come out of there spending $300. You know how that goes. You go in for toilet paper and you come out with all these things that, maybe you do or do not need. And so I just hated the feeling of like, my husband is awesome, freely lets me spend what I want, but he's like a Dave Ramsey guy. He loves a good budget. He's a numbers guy. I am not. So I call myself the budget buster. He's the budget guy. And so I just thought, how can I just make like $300 a month, right? I'm staying at home mom. This feels horrible, like spending this money. And so I was talking to a friend and she's like, I know what we're going to do. We're going to sell jewelry. And I was like, oh, no, I don't even wear jewelry. So I don't wear it, let alone am I ever going to sell it? And she's like, let's just try it. So I joined this company sight unseen, hadn't even seen the jewelry. She said it was going to be great. I was like, what have I got to lose? So I joined the company. My kid at the time, I think, was like $499, which it's important for you to understand this. When I tell you how much our collection is, you're going to be mind blown. But it was like, I don't know, $500. And so I joined. And what happened was I was going and doing these parties, and I had no idea jewelry was so easy to sell. So just because I didn't really wear it, I didn't know that women were going to actually show up to these parties, have a blast. I was going to have a great time. They were going to buy all this jewelry. I didn't have to sell anything. It sold itself. And then I got a commission check. They were thrilled, win-win for everybody. And I would automatically book another show because all the girls wanted to host one. It really wasn't difficult. I just couldn't believe it. So I was making money. I was paying for that Target bill and then some. And my business just continued to grow because it turns out There were a lot of nurses, teachers, nail techs, hairstylists, lawyers, whatever. I could go on, realtors they were just joining my team because they were like, you know what? I love my job, but it's stressful and I want a creative outlet. I love jewelry. I think that's fun. Or I just need an extra $500 a month. And so people were just joining my team because it looked fun and it looked easy, and it was. And so anyway, I had a big plan to go back to graduate school and do my graduate degree in nursing or marriage and family counseling. And I was doing so well with jewelry. I was like, why would I do that? So I continue to raise my kids for the next however many years. Here we are 16 years later. And what I want to tell you is sometimes your why changes. So I raised my kids. I now have a daughter that's a sophomore. She plays beach volleyball at Florida State University. Go Noles. And then I have a daughter that's 17 and super involved she's a junior in high school, super involved in sports and in student government. And so I'm still able to be available for my kids, but how things change for me is I have an older sister that is a family pastor, and I have a middle sister, 5 years older, that is a superintendent of schools. And so we have had aging parents, and I lost my dad a year ago, and then I was caring for my mom for the last year. And if you can believe it, I lost her a week ago tonight. Very kind of shocking situation, but why I tell you this is because never did I imagine that because I sold jewelry, I was going to be the one to have the privilege to sit with my mom. All those hours I got to be bedside with her at the hospital. And yes, is it difficult? Absolutely. It was hard, but I'm so honored to to be the one to have had that opportunity. And it was because I'm the one hustling jewelry, right? They've got amazing jobs, important jobs, serving in their communities and in their jobs, but I got to be the one with my parents. And so it gives me goosebumps thinking, like, I never imagined when I started this, 16 years ago for Target budget money, that it would also bring me this ridiculous full-time income and then also provide me the opportunity to really genuinely care for my aging parents. So, along the way, we're going to talk a little bit about, other benefits of Parkland, but different people join for different reasons. You might join just for the cash like I did. You might join because you need the flexibility like I did. You might join for the cash, like I said, or the free trips or the free jewelry. But ultimately too, I walked away with some amazing friendships. This week, some of the things that have arrived in the mail from companies that I used to work with that may be closed, or that I had to walk away from for whatever reason. Those are some of my dearest friends. They are prayer warriors. So you'd be surprised. I didn't come into this thinking I needed friends, but some of my best friends are because of this business. So don't
Carol,
sell your.
so I'm so sorry. There's people in the waiting room, and so in all
You're
the
fine.
chats, people are like,
Hey,
"Tell her to
Megan,
let me
Megan,
in."
Megan, I'm letting people in. This is
Oh,
Tish. I'm
great, great,
letting people
great.
in.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, Tish. Okay, thanks you guys. And thank you, Megan, for the heads up. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about direct sales. Like, why is this profession amazing? So first, like I talked about, flexibility. So today's world, so many people, 90% of our stylists, they work full-time jobs. This just gives them an opportunity to work a business around another job. So flexibility is great. I turned it into a full-time gig, right? Being able to raise my kids and take care of my parents. Secondly, it provides immediate income. Sell jewelry on a Wednesday, close your party, you're paid, 4 days later. So you get paid weekly, it's immediate income. There's nowhere else really that you can find that. The other thing is Parkland is a plug and play system. So we have systems in place. The leaders are phenomenal. Everything's kind of lined out for you. You do not have to have a jewelry background. Like I said, I didn't sell jewelry before. They put step by step for you, and it's amazing. So I love that. You're not by yourself. Everybody around you will be helping you. You'll have all the tools in place. They make it so simple. So why jewelry? Okay, jewelry, it's simple and it's fun. So it requires no experience. You don't have to know ingredients or details of anything like that. It's awesome in that respect. So anyone can do it. It's for everyone. And like I said, I didn't even wear jewelry before. And now it's like my job, my career. The second thing is it is a consumable product. You will have some people tell you, oh, it's not sorry for the thunder. We are in a massive rainstorm in California. But anyway, it's a consumable product. So since the beginning of time, men and women have constantly been updating their wardrobes with new clothing, new accessories, and new jewelry. So that's never going to change. Thirdly, jewelry spreads joy. So I cannot tell you how many times I'm walking through an airport, a grocery store, into a restaurant. Lately, it's been the hospital. The number of times I've gotten stopped in the hospital by wearing jewelry has been amazing, and it brought smiles. The other thing I will tell you is the amount of jewelry I was able to gift staff where we were, just to say thank you for taking such great care of my mom or my dad. It made a lot of facilities super happy. So we get so much free jewelry with Park Lane. It makes it easy to give back. So that's awesome, awesome thing. The other thing is jewelry lifts your serotonin levels. It does. You put on jewelry, it's going to make you feel better. So you're going to be more confident. You're going to feel better. Again, just another way to spread joy. And then finally, it's a great conversation starter. So anywhere you go, people are going to be asking you like, oh my gosh, that's such a pretty necklace. Where did you get it? It automatically opens the opportunity for you to share with other people. So that's awesome as well. So why Park Lane? So Park Lane is the world's largest and longest standing direct selling company. We are approaching 70 years. It's debt-free, it's family owned. The owners started this in their apartment. I love that because it started small and they were looking for a way to help other people make money as well. They didn't just want to hoard it for themselves. They wanted to open up this opportunity, to other people. And I just think that's amazing. So all these years, debt-free, family-owned, we are on the third generation of the family running the company. They are the most kind and generous people. And Art and Shirley Levine, they had a vision, they made it happen, and they've passed it on. And their kids and their kids have just continued to make it happen and fulfill the mission. So I love that. Secondly, as far as jewelry concerned, I think our collection is just extremely diversified. I worked for 2 other jewelry companies in the past, and they were a little bit niche. They were just kind of in one area. Park Lane, there's something for everybody. If you love the big statement jewelry, or you just love a nice pair of classic hoops, if you love faith-filled jewelry, or you love hearts, or you love more statement pieces, there's something for everybody. If you like designer-inspired pieces, we have designer-inspired pieces that are absolutely gorgeous. They look top of the line, but you can get them for a fraction of the price. Silver, gold, bling, dainty, we have it all. There's pearls, there's crystals, there's everything for everybody. So I do love that. It was kind of an eye-opener to me when I came to Park Lane because I didn't realize I was really only serving such a small market. Coming to Park Lane, my customer base has exploded because there's so many people that want it, and they love it so much more than the other places that I was in the past. So Park Lane also stands behind their quality. 100% guarantee. They back their product. They will replace anything for any reason, and that's extraordinary. There's nothing out there like that. So I love that too. Our hostess plan is incredible. So again, I don't want to compare too much, but our hostesses average $400 in free product. So it's not hard for us to book a show or have hostesses coming back because they get so much free jewelry and so many benefits just hosting a show. The other thing is we do so much of our business online anymore, right? That's changed in the last few years. It used to be I still do home parties, in person, but we don't have to load all the jewelry, and we can do parties for our hostesses right in Messenger. And those are some of our most successful parties. So I love that too, because our hostess benefits are awesome, but the parties are easy to book too. As far as stylists are concerned, we have one of the most competitive comp plans that drew me to Park Lane big time. Hands down the best comp plan I've ever seen. Earning anywhere from 30 to 50% on your sales. You're paid weekly. They also have a rich rewards program where you get free products simply by partying and selling the product. So again, I know of other companies that do that when you first start. Park Lane does it for you month after month. When you're working your business, they gift you back, and that allows you to gift others, which I absolutely love. On top of that, our customers, we have a customer sale that's phenomenal. It stands out above all others. You buy 2 products, you get 4 half off. And the 2 products that you pay full price for are the least expensive pieces. So I don't know where else you see that anywhere. I've never seen it before. So again, it just speaks to Park Lane's generosity. Let's see what else. We have a direct appoint program. So I came in with Park Lane's direct appoint program. So I had worked my way up to the top of 2 different jewelry companies' comp plans. And so when Park Lane called me, they offered me a comp plan or career title comparable to what I'd already accomplished. That felt so good to me because instead of having to start all the way over from the bottom, they honored the experience that I have in this industry. Every other company out there does that, right? If you're a vice president in another company, you're brought in at that same level, but Park Lane does that as well. So I love that about Park Lane. They are kind and thoughtful and generous, and they respect what you've done. So if you have been with another company, or if you know of friends that have been with other companies that have direct selling experience, you can send them to our national directors at Park Lane. They'll have a conversation with them and then bring them at the level that is comparable to what they've already accomplished. So I really, really love that as well. And we also have a fundraising program that's so generous, where Park Lane matches 50% of what you're selling. They give back to the corporation that you've chosen. Super generous. One of our leaders, she just gave back, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was like a $14,000 give back over a period of month that she gave back to different organizations. One stylist gave back that much to different organizations through our fundraiser program. So again, super generous and unlike anything that I've ever seen before. So why now? So we are in an explosive time. We all know what our economy is doing. We all know that it's crazy out there. We all know that everybody needs extra income. A lot of people are choosing to do supplemental income and join companies like ours. So now is the time. There's no better time to do this. Jewelry is going to increase substantially over the next several years. That's what the research is showing. Like I said, you already know that it's easy to sell and it's consumable, so people are always going to buy our product. The other thing I want to just insert here is that our owners are top-notch in terms of finding the latest trends. They are going into other countries, checking the markets. They have the most beautiful products coming in all the time. They are doing style drops and sales. I feel like every time I turn around, there's another product available that's not even in our catalog. They just add to it. So constantly new products, new trends, they're right on top of it. Let's see. I just wanted to say too, like I said earlier, we have all the tools in place. So you don't have to have experience. You can just plug into the company. We'll plug you into our systems. It will be easy and fun, and you will have a blast right out of the gates and make money right out of the gates. So that's super fun as well. We also offer kit programs. So right now for $129, so we told you that someone tonight is going to win one of our impression bracelets. So these are 40 carats of Austrian CZs. I just want you to see, some of these pieces. They are set beautifully. I'm going to show you up close. They're set beautifully. The quality is amazing. And everybody loves these. These are showstoppers wherever we go. So somebody on the call tonight is going to win one of these. But also, if you join right now, so for $129, you get $500 gift card to pick whatever jewelry in our collection you want to start your collection, and then you get a free impression bracelet. So I love that too, because that's $188 value, free website for a year, and then, like I said, all the other perks that come with it. Your upline will help you do a show right out of the gates. You're going to be earning money right away, getting free jewelry right away, and then, like I said, a free impression bracelet with your collection. That's amazing. So, I'm trying to think what else. I just think when people say, like, can I do it, right? Is this something I can do? Yes, you can. If I can do it with a girl who didn't even wear jewelry, a bachelor's degree in kinesiology, I wasn't going to do anything fashion related. I did not have that background. If I can do it for all these years, you can do it. And the other thing is, you really have nothing to lose. I always like to tell people, like, think of it like trying on a pair of shoes. You buy the shoes, you try them on. If it's a fit, great. You wear the heck out of them and you have a great time and you look fabulous. If not, you can return the shoes, right? It's not a big deal. Or you just know it's not for you. So try them on, give it a try. You have nothing to lose. At the very least, you have an amazing collection of jewelry for nearly nothing. Beautiful jewelry. And then the other thing I wanted to tell you is that we have, like I said earlier, we have people here for so many different reasons, right? Like I said, I came in because I had 2 small children and needed quick income. You might be a lawyer, or you might be a nurse, and you might just need a creative outlet. You might be somebody that's looking for community. You might just need to pay for your kids' soccer or your kids' tuition or pay your car payment. You might be just looking to earn free trips. I get to leave tomorrow with Park Lane on my very first trip to St. Thomas Virgin Islands. completely paid for by the company with my husband. That's a perk that you just don't see in a normal job. So I just feel like there's so many reasons you might join. It's not my job to decide whether it's for you. It's my job to just tell you, I think you can do it. I think it's amazing. It's become home to me. Park Lane for me, when I was looking at the opportunity, was a no-brainer. I had no idea what I didn't know. And when I spoke to the company, I realized, like I said, the comp plan, the perks, this customer sales, the hostess plan, all of it was phenomenal. It far exceeded my expectations. And then when my jewelry came, the quality of the jewelry was mind-blowing. So for me, I can't imagine anything different. This is home for me. This is where I want to be until I'm, 85 myself, hopefully hustling jewelry still. And I will be so bold as to say, welcome home to you too. So we hope you join us. I'm going to see, does somebody have the link to the Google form? If not, I'm going to send it real quick in here. It's not a big deal. I can send it. Give me just a second. And then the code word is going to be impression. Okay, so the code word is impression. And I am going to see if somebody's. There it is. Okay, so Renee, thank you. Renee and Megan just posted it. So go to that Google Doc form. You're going to fill it out. Your code word is impression. That's super important. It's a few quick questions. And then once you fill that out, then you're going to be entered into a drawing to win one of our impression bracelets. And then remember too, if you join us, again, with that $129 join fee, you will also get a free one with your collection. So that's amazing as well. So does anybody have any questions? I will take questions if you have them. And if not, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys hanging with me, as I didn't know I needed to let people in the waiting room. Oh, okay. Let me see real quick. Yeah, unmute yourself if you have a question. Someone asked if they needed to sell a certain amount. There's no quotas. I mean, once you're leading a team, there's different requirements, but they're really, again, minimal compared to what I've experienced in the past. No quotas. I saw somebody ask if you can do vendor events. You absolutely can. I have a gal on my team. That's where most of her success comes from. She loves doing those. And so, yes, you absolutely can do vendor events. That's a great question. Any other questions? You can drop them in the chat as well. So when you join, you have someone helping you. Absolutely. We take you through every step of the way. You'll have your leader, but then you have leaders above too that are always there to help you. I also want to say something about Park Lane that I am truly grateful for is I've asked leaders from other teams questions. I've posted a question and had immediate responses from other leaders. Everybody's willing to help here. It's like a family. I can't stress that enough. It's amazing. What else? Yeah, screenshots for your crew. That's good. Plug and play, truly, Megan. Isn't that awesome? We use an app called Boards. It's an easy app. It has everything on it. It gives you words to say. It gives you step-by-step graphics to post in your Facebook groups or in your parties. Kind of takes you step-by-step with exactly what to do. So you do not have to know everything to do this. And I would say too, grab a friend and do it with a friend. That's one of the most fun things about this for me is I get to do it with friends. So even if they're in the same town, grab a friend, do it together, do events together, end up traveling on free trips together. That's really, really fun. You're worried about doing videos? You don't have to do videos. You can do it really on Messenger, Facebook Messenger. If you don't want to sell that way, you don't have to. You can, you're going to have more success if you go on Messenger because people like to see your face. They like to hear from you, but you can also just put up the jewelry in a table in your home. That is, again, some of our best parties are in-person jewelry on a dining table. It does not have to be fancy. It works really, really great. Anybody else have questions? I love it. Mandy, we can do it together. Do it with your friends, you guys. And then you can learn together too. So if you grab a couple friends, we train you guys all together. So it's awesome because you learn together, you grow together, you all start to build your teams together, and it's really, really fun. Okay, you guys are awesome. Thanks, Elizabeth. Any other questions, let me know, or you can get back to the leader that invited you here, the Park Lane stylist that invited you here. Let her know that you came. Let her know what your favorite part of the call was. and she'll take you from there. So thank you so much for coming. I'm excited to see who's going to win the Free Impression bracelet. And I appreciate you guys all spending your Monday evening. It was nice to see you guys. Thank you so, so much.